Today I'm going to have a short demonstration on how to set up parental controls. This is a good feature for most parents, that way they can monitor their children, what they are or are not doing on the computer or what they are viewing and so forth. Before you can do this, however, you will need to have a user created for your child. In this case I'm going to be using user number 2. That's the one I'm going to be setting the parental controls for. And the second thing you need to do is download and install Windows Live Family Safety. That will be the screen that you see here. I have already installed this. I went to the start button, typed in Windows Live Family Safety, and this is the screen that opened up. From here it's just a matter of some simple button clicking. You click on Windows or FamilySafetyLive.com. Takes you to the users you have set up. I want to edit the settings on user 2, and this is where you can make all your changes from. This is probably your most important screen. With that you can do web filtering lists, activity reporting, contact management, requests, time limits, game restrictions, program restrictions. Let's start off with the web filtering. Click on that. Now it's important to note that if you want to have the web filtering, you obviously need to turn on the web filtering radio button. Otherwise you go to here and they have access to everything. And they have a slider here. It gives you a brief description on, kind of breaks down it into 5 different categories on what to allow. You can have just an allow only list, a child friendly list, general interest, online communication, or warn on adult. Now it does give a brief description here. This is something you need to look at and decide how you want to set it up depending on your child's age. Also to note, every time you make a change to one of these menus, you do have to click Save Changes. Okay, now we are going back over to web filtering lists. Now this is a list that you can set up to either allow or block certain websites. For instance, you may have some child-friendly websites that you trust and allow your child to go to every day. You don't have to worry about them going on there. You type in the web address and you click allow. You may have some that your child has been to and you know to be inherently bad, so you would want to put that in there. Obviously there's no way of knowing all of the ones you've got or would like to allow, so as time goes on you'll have to change this from time to time. Now we have activity reporting. We all know that we can't be there to watch our children 24/7, so this is another nice feature. You can type in the date from when to when and show the activity. What this will show is what your child has been viewing or watching, or for the most part all the activity that they have been doing on the internet and the computer for that matter. Then you can go back into here, contact management. Possibly your child has issues with someone they contact, or you would rather they didn't contact. You can go in here, add your child's Windows Live ID account, and you can block who they can or cannot contact. Requests. There may be an instance where your child comes across a website that you've blocked for them. However, they don't feel that it's that bad, so they can send a request to you and you will receive that request, which you can either approve or deny. This will pop up quite frequently if they come across, do a lot of internet searching. Another feature that seems to be really nice is the blocking time limits. You don't want your child to be up all hours of the night on the internet. Perhaps you want to allow them to watch or play on the internet from 4 o'clock to 7 in the evening when to do their homework. Now it's important you turn on the time limits, and blocking them is and unblocking them is simply a matter of clicking them. Here you can see I've opened everything up. The child can go visit everything without any restrictions. To go back into blocking, you just click on them again, block them out till this. That will allow our 4 p.m. they can start. We said till 7. and beginning at 8 o'clock they get blocked back out again. So they are allowed from 4 to 7 o'clock. Actually, excuse me, it's 4 to 8. If you go like this, it's 4 to 7. Very important to note, once you make your changes, you do have to click Save again. Game restrictions. If your child does a lot of games online, this is a very good feature to have. This organization here, ESRB, is a game rating system. There are many others out there that you can select. It does give you a brief description of the age here and what is allowed or what's the content of the gaming. Slider on the side allows you to select which one, and this is probably something you're going to set according to your child's ages. And another nice feature, not all games are rated, so here you can set allow games that aren't rated or they won't be. Once again, made some changes, clicked Save. Program restrictions. You have to decide, are you going to turn off the program restrictions and allow them access to everything on the computer, or do you want to turn on your program restrictions? Depending on what you have installed, might be a big deal, may not be, but very simple to do. Click a check mark after you've turned on the restrictions. Decide what you do or do not want them to watch or have access to. And then matter of that, clicking Save again, and you are done. Exit the program and your controls are all set up. It is very important to note though that you do need to have a password, your account password protected if you're the administrator, otherwise your child can get in there and change everything since you didn't set a password on your account. Thank you, and I hope this video was helpful.